Hey everyone, today on GardenFork, grilled steak in a way you've probably never done before. This might be called commando steak cooking right on the coals. Here we go. I learned about this from a New York Times food article by Matt and Ted Lee about a restaurant in Dallas, I think it's called Blaze, that cooks right on the coals. We start out with a dry rub on your steak. This is a kind of an adaptation of what they use. It consists of some coffee, brown sugar, salt, paprika. Theirs had some pretty hot chili powder in it, and I can't eat that, so I didn't put that in. So you turn it over and kind of mush it in. And I also like to get it along the edge there. Like that. And then ideally you let this sit in the fridge for a couple hours at least. Nice, huh?
Very nice.
Zinfandel steak. This is a New York strip with a bone in. I've experimented with different steaks. The T-bone doesn't really, I don't think works very well for this, but the bone-in New York strip works well. There's a couple others if they have a small piece of bone or a lateral piece of bone. Marbled, well marbled is good. The T-bone, because it has two different cuts of meat on it basically, it's got the tenderloin, and then the other part that I'm blanking on doesn't work as well.
Audience. Ooh.
I found works best is a pan, a metal pan you don't mind sacrificing, but you're going, once you do this once, you're going to do it a lot. Chunk charcoal. Briquettes won't work for this, okay? If it bothers you, you can blow some of the ash off before you do this, okay? You can also hit this with a blow dryer real quick. I found it's not necessary. I just need to get the steak off of here.
Sizzled immediately.
And it already smells good. Depending on your steak, this could be 3 minutes, this could be 5 or 6 minutes. So that was about 5 minutes. Now I'm just going to take this, turn it, and remove that charcoal.
It's not edible.
Be sure, chunk charcoal, not briquettes. And the question of, well, it's touching the wood. I mean, you actually eat, wood is cellulose, and you eat cellulose every day. It's a plant food, basically. So it doesn't really bother me. All right, this is actually a little overdone.
What was the temperature?
135 and climbing. So this will take a little longer than when you think, but not as much. So just keep checking the temperature. You know, the thinner parts will cook faster than the thicker parts. Cover this. Let it rest, okay?
Okay.
So let's cook some corn.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. A little overdone.
I think it looks perfect.
We put out perfect steak videos every week. We do cooking, DIY living, just kind of eclectic Eric life stuff. And this is one of those things.
It's good?
A little overdone, but man, they're good.
Somebody's watching you. Henry is.
Subscribe if you like our show. Comments and questions below. Make it a great day.
You want to come out and eat steak?